and after a few steps I began to wish I could pray. We Q don't pray, you see. We never have. A prayer is, after all, an appeal to a higher authority than ourselves. That authority is usually created and deified by lesser beings, beings who attempt to put a label on that which they don't understand in hopes of grasping it. The simple fact is, there is no such thing as God. I know. There's more in heaven and earth than is dreamt of in any philosophy, but the concept of one single supreme being? No. It's too nonsensical even to contemplate. Of course, there are things that one doesn't understand, and that's perfectly acceptable. There are things even I don't understand. The human fascination with the accordion, for instance, and coconut oil. Incomprehensible. Oh, and baseball. It makes me sad to think that the great Colosseums of old, with all the pomp and circumstance and the eating of Christians, would be turned over to a sport as banal as baseball. Just goes to show certain things don't get better. But to return to the concept of God, I have been worshipped as a god, so I know the mindset that brings about these attitudes. It's all hogwash and nonsense. God exists for 3 reasons: to explain that which cannot be understood, to fulfill a spiritual longing, and to have someone to whine to about the unfairness of life when things go wrong. Obviously, none of the above apply to me. The thought of breaking down and begging for help from some supreme, all-seeing, all-knowing deity is nothing but absurd. After all, if you follow the logic, the alleged being allowed the predicament to occur in the first place. And it is from this same being you are asking for salvation? I just don't get it. No prayers for me.